Everyone is part of a bigger story. It's a bigger story than you can imagine. It's a big story about a really big God. Discover the story that shows you the character of God. Hey, I'm Caleb, and I can't wait to show you where we're heading today. Here, my Bible. The Bible is made up of 66 different books that weave together the threads of God's story. God made us. God loves us. Yet, over and over, people have chosen to break relationship with God. But from the beginning of history, God has been planning a way for us to return, a way that costs God everything. In these pages, you'll find the stories of men and women who met God and were changed forever by a love stronger than anything, even death. I've got 4 stories to share what that love looks like, and we start with the words of God's Son, Jesus. Here, the religious leaders ask Jesus to pick the most important law of all. They want to trap him in an argument of rules. But instead, Jesus wraps every law into one simple answer. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love him with all your mind. This is the first and most important commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. It's that easy and that hard, as it's been from the very beginning in the book of Genesis. Give this one a second. There we go. Here, God's deep love overflows into mind-blowing acts of creation. From nothing, God makes everything. Light floods in the darkness. Planets and stars spin out in space. Sky and sea and land come to rest, and living things of every kind fill the earth. But there's only one creation made in God's very own image. One creation who can love like God. That's us. People, you and me. Let's move ahead to Genesis 3. God has given Adam and Eve the whole world to care for and enjoy. But God's also made them free to choose. Instead of trusting God's deep love for them, Adam and Eve break God's only law, made to keep them safe. They choose their own way. Sin bleeds in and the world is broken. But instead of giving up on creation, God sets in motion a plan to rescue us and bring us back to relationship. Let's wrap up in Genesis 12. Here, God chooses one man, one family for the start of the great rescue. Though Abraham and Sarah are old and have no children, God calls them to leave everything they know and travel to a brand new land. God promises them more children than they can count. In fact, God promises that through their family, every single nation on earth across time will be blessed. That's how epic God's love is. And God freely pours it out on us to share with everyone we meet. I sure can't wait to see how that love plays out in you and me.